All right, everybody, welcome to Food Gaming. You're watching Food Gaming live on the real Food TV, the greatest channel on demand. It is pretty damn amazing. It's a very late night edition of the show. All right. Earlier, I did a video showing the new Xbox Ally, the more expensive model, going against the Steam Deck, the OLED Steam Deck. Now I'm going to be doing some direct feed video. We're going to see these things in action. Going to test the same games. All right, one second, please. 1 second. Got to get the right music in here to go through all this amazingness. All right, 1 second. Just got to get the chat going. One moment. All right, check. Just checking to see if I got my ducking controls on. All right, I don't. We'll put those on in a minute. All right, the music here right now is from the video game Bionic Commando. All right. So I've been messing around with the Steam Deck for the Steam Deck and the Xbox Ally for about the Xbox Ally. I messed with it a little bit today. I'm going to be doing some more analysis of the device. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. What I've come up with so far is that there's a lot of things I like about the Steam Deck. When it comes to the portability, when in the portable mode, you know, you get that nice really clean like OLED screen. I'm used to the controls on the Steam Deck, and that's one of the issues I'm having right now. I'm a little clumsy with the Ally. I don't know if the controls are clumsy or I'm clumsy because I've not really used the device much. I mean, really, at the most, I've messed with the thing probably 2 hours, 3 hours in total. I'm just getting used to the interface. It's kind of weird not having those 4 back buttons on there and the front trackpad, and the way you configure stuff is a little different. All right, it's a little different. See what I get used to it, see what I think. But so far, the biggest thing I see with it is the biggest differences I see with it is the price, which is pretty damn high for the Ally. It's almost twice the price of the Steam Deck OLED. Well, obviously that more expensive price tag comes with better specs in the Ally, but yeah, there's a lot of frames there, but I'm gonna see how many, because I tested it earlier and I feel like there's an acceptable amount of frames on the Steam Deck for a device that is, you know, almost half the price of the Ally. All right, 1 second, just adjusting some stuff over here. 1 minute, getting the chat to work. Getting the chat and the show. There's a live show, people. This show is extremely live. YouTube the other day sending me a notification. Wait 1 second. I got to turn the stupid chat off. These guys are assholes, people. They're making it out like I'm taking content and not adding anything. They're like, you're not putting enough. What was it? Commentary into your video. It's like, what the fuck? All I do is talk in these damn videos. Okay. You got to fix your damn AI over there, you cylinder. Your shitty AI, all right? All right, so hopefully this video is not private. All right, I'm going to go check and see if it's up. All right, so it's not private, it's up. All right, guys. So what we're going to be testing is we're going to be testing a little game called... All right, we're going to be testing a game right now called Gears of War 5, all right? We're going to go put some stress testing on these two devices. First device up is a Steam Deck. Got a Steam Deck graphic here I made a long time ago. It's pretty cool. You know, we are pretty great over here. 1 second. All right, so I got those dipping controls on. I'm going to turn that audio and music off. All right. So it's going to be the Steam Deck. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I made that graphic myself, people. Isn't that freaking awesome? But we're going to look at it in the full screen. All right. This is Gears of War. Check. Just checking to see if this shit ducks. All right. So I think it does. Okay. We're going to go to the full. This is right now. Obviously, you're seeing this. It's running on a Steam Deck right now, live. All right. Oh, there it goes. Got to get the control. Hopefully this control's working. I got to turn off my PlayStation 5 controller, which I paired to this device. All right. All right. Just give me 1 second so I can go tune to my TV. Check. All right. Okay. There's input lag on this other device, so I have to go to my full TV view. You guys don't see this. All right, so right now, I'm looking at this game on a full-size TV. This is a 55-inch OLED, Samsung OLED from this year. I'm sitting about 3 feet from it. Maybe less, maybe 2 feet. All right, we're looking at the... You look on the top, that is the performance overlay. I guess that's what they call it. Why the fuck is this taking so long to go down? Can I rappel down faster than this? I'm holding the thing down. It just doesn't want to rappel fast enough. Can I speed this up? Oh, there it is. All right, so what I'm seeing right now in full screen is it's kind of blurry. This is actually the game in I think it's ultra settings on the Steam Deck. All right, it's running at 25 frames per second. Okay, we're gonna move around a little more. Seems like a bit of stutter here. I don't know what's causing it. Maybe it's interference with the wireless, but it is doing some weird shit right now. My wireless PS5 controller. I have no idea why it's stuttering like this. Maybe I need to modify something. I have no fucking idea. But anyway, it's 28 frames per second. We're going to go into the settings and check it out. Maybe my control might be dying. I might have to plug it in. Okay. Okay, we're going to go to the settings and we're going to see what's going on here. 29 frames. This is 60 there. Okay. So the game is running, obviously you could see 29 frames per second. We're going to go to the settings to see if we can change some stuff up here. Okay. Now it seems to be moving fine, the control. I don't understand what's up with it. Why is it like this weird kind of juddery, hiccupy kind of movement, if that's a word. That's kind of annoying, yeah? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change up some of these settings, okay? And this is above... it would be, you know, it'd be really cool if I could set this to what do you call it? 1080p. I don't get it, but I think if I go to the home, I can set it for that. Should have done that before I came out, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it now at low settings. Going to leave it. This is the native resolution of the Steam Deck. All right. I'm going to look if they have a dynamic mode in here for adjusting the graphics. Ultra textures installed. Everything's low. Okay, performance. It's set to animation quality. All right. All right, I've set it to low, okay? There you go. We're going to see what kind of performance we can get out of this. GPU auto screen space. No. Okay, I think good enough, right? There you go. It's set to low. We're going to make sure that we're going to double check and see if that's taken the settings we just put in. Okay, so it is set to low. Okay, we're going to look at the performance now. It is very blurry, but when it is in the, the small screen mode, I don't know what the fuck's going on with the controls. It's doing some weird thing where the controls are fucking stuttering the hell out. I have no fucking idea what's causing that. It's annoying the hell out of me. All right, give me one moment. When I'm going to see if I can plug this into my I have like it's like a box that has a bunch of USB ports on it. Let me see if I can plug this control directly into this box. Give me 1 second.
building, no space for partners, no space for drivers, no space for walkers, no space regardless. You're on my path and get off it. Hard-headed and unresponsive. Get their lives put on target with harshness. Come with the cannon sparking, they darken. Who am I? One man squadron. Monster the fire, this time to the snatch it tomorrow. 1,000 yards straight to the pit. Your armor, you can get it all right now if you want to, but when you're front, now get martial. I warned you.
All right, still trying to get this to work. I'm going to plug this in right now. I got a long Type-C cable. I'm going to plug this PlayStation 5 control directly into the system. All right, so hopefully this just fixed this. I really hope it did. Nope, it's still glitching. I don't know what's causing this. Okay, I'm going to check and see. Maybe it's got the tilt controls in the Steam Deck. Through the Steam Deck controls, it does work, but through the controller, it doesn't. That doesn't make much sense. Okay, maybe I need to turn... Well, go one second. I'm going to turn off the Bluetooth on this thing because there's some weird shit going on here. See where the fuck the Bluetooth settings are. Okay. Oh, well, that's awesome. You know what happened? Things not working at all now. All right, I'm going to see if I can turn the control back on and I can get it to work. Yes, this is Gears 5, man. Yeah, this is Gears 5 running on the Steam Deck. All right, I'm trying to test it, but problem is that this shit is glitching. The controls are like stuttering. I'm going to try to turn this damn Bluetooth back on. There's always some screwed up stuff happening with PlayStation 5 controllers. All right, it's reconnecting. Hopefully this reconnects. I'm going to get out of here. Okay. Can I move now? Okay, I'm going to now unplug this shit. Hopefully this reconnects. Wow. Okay. It did something and actually shifted. That's great, but okay, it's glitched the fuck out. This is insane. Come on, please start working, you piece of shit. Okay. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to pick up the Steam Deck and just play it through the Steam Deck. Because right now, for some odd reason, this PS5 controller is glitching the fuck out. It will not walk forward. None of the buttons are working. I don't understand. Maybe there's some kind of weird preset in here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to turn this off. Okay, I got to unplug this for a moment. 1 second. What I'm going to see is I'm going to see if the tilt control's on because I have a feeling maybe that's what's bugging this thing out. So right now what I'm doing is I'm looking at this on the console itself on the screen. Playing this game at low settings doesn't look bad on the small screen, but when you blow it up to a big plasma monitor or any kind of LCD, QLED, OLED, it looks kind of like trash. But again, playing this at ultra low settings, like what I'm doing right now, I'm actually looking this directly on the console at low settings. It's running at above 70 frames. It looks like most of it is staying around the 70s, the upper 70s, or the upper 60s. I'm not in any firefights, so I'm relaying this back to you, but I'm looking at directly looking at the handheld, but I'm trying to fix the controls, so I should probably fix that. All right. Got this. All right. 1 second. This is really damn annoying that these controls are doing this right now. It's a big pain in the ass. Just trying to do the damn show and show this off, but that's just the way it is, people. This bullshit. Bullshit! All right. Oh, wait, man. I'll switch it to the PS5 control. Maybe that'll fix it. The gyro's not even on, so none. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to plug this back in. Hopefully this shit works. Okay, you're going to see the game pop back up. All right, come on, let's do this. All right, hopefully it pops back up in my capture card. There it is. So there is definitely a some kind of weird glitch happening with this PlayStation controller. So what I'm going to have to do is unsync this control and use a different control. I just love this shit. Sorry, people. Technical effing difficulties. I'm going to just try to pair my Xbox controller to the Steam Deck. I'm going to unpair this PlayStation controller. I'll tell you this Xbox controller is so much better when it comes to pairing devices. This PlayStation shit, I'm always forgetting how the hell you pair this. Okay, so add device. Okay, let's do that. They have an actual sync button on the Xbox controller, which is very helpful. You know, sometimes you don't want to hit multiple buttons. Sometimes you forget what buttons. PlayStation's got a decent amount of front buttons there. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different buttons that aren't, for games. So sometimes you forget that combination. You got to hold 2 buttons at the same time. All right, so I have no idea why this is not pairing. Okay, maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this control off and back on. It's not exactly what I wanted to do in the middle of this show. It's pair control. Like right now, it's just cycling and cycling and cycling, which is really fucking annoying. Sorry for cursing. All right. 1 second. I'm going to go back. Bluetooth. I'm going to turn the Bluetooth on and turn it off and turn it back on. Okay. Now I'm going to try to add the device again. See if that does it. Add device. All right, so I turned my Xbox off. I had my Xbox on, so hopefully this doesn't turn the Xbox back on. All right, so what was happening is that this control just keeps turning on my Xbox, and I think that's what's causing all this interference. I'm going to see if this pairs now. Try this one more time. This is one of the things I despise about doing this kind of wireless connection crap, because there's all this crosstalk. I mean, you're always having issues because you have these paired to multiple devices. All right, you can only pair them to one device at a time. All right, so right now I'm trying to pair this control again. See if this thing actually picks it up. I'm literally holding the control right in front of the Steam Deck right now. This is insane. It's the power of pairing devices, right, guys? It's awesome. All right, so this is not finding this device. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the freaking batteries out of it. Fucking shit. Awesome. All right, so hopefully I didn't lose a bunch of parts because my Elite control just fell on the floor. It's filled with a bunch of little parts. All right, so we're going to try this again with a different controller. Sorry if this is annoying. It's not too fun looking at a screen with nothing on it. All right, so now I'm using my Elite 2 control. I'm going to see if that pairs. Okay, so now it looks like it's actually found that. That didn't take very long. Let's see if I can actually now. Is it there? Available to pair. Let's do that. There you go. Is this shit gonna work? I'll tell you this, people. That PlayStation 5 controller is kind of garbage. Look. Now the other one's paired. Wait, is that the other one? Oh no, that's the Dual Shock. Whatever. Okay, so it says it's paired, and guess what? It's not letting me move with it. It's doing nothing. So this is just a fucking mess. Okay, I'm going to try this again. It says it's paired. That's the control right there. I'm holding it in my hand. Okay. Can I move, please? Okay, so what it's doing right now is it's not letting me move. So what I'm going to do is I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Really, people, I'm not even kidding. This is just a mess. I'm going to have to move my this other console that I have and control the Steam Deck while it's plugged in, which is really, really irritating. I wasn't planning on doing this. I was planning on using a controller. You know, because it's kind of difficult playing a Steam Deck when it's on top of a base station. All right, so here we go. I'm doing it live, okay? All right, so I'll tell you this. Playing this game at low settings, standing about a little over 2 feet away from the screen, it doesn't look too pretty. It looks pretty shitty. It ain't pretty, it's shitty. Okay, lowest settings, we got 60 frames. The game looks decent at low settings on that tiny Steam Deck screen. It's passable, you know? Once again, sorry for all the bullshit. Okay.
Remember, Big Locust Barrel.
I don't know why this is sticking to... we're going to see if we can change some settings here. Maybe turn the VSync off. Because on the screen, it's only 60 frames, but on the device, it was more than 60. Okay. See if I could turn off the... If there is VSync. Okay. Okay, it is on. We're going to turn that off. Okay. See if that allows us to raise the frame rate. Nope, it doesn't. Which I don't understand why it's doing that. Maybe it's the capture card. On the Steam Deck itself, it ran at over 80 frames at times. Okay.
I need to search a place that's falling apart.
Yep, it's not too easy to do analysis when your device is not showing the true frames of what the system can do, because it's locked at 60 right now.
Bears plan to launch a satellite from here? It seems a little half-baked.
Well, half-baked plans are kind of Baird's specialty.
Okay, so anyway, you guys see it.
My father, before he died, he
It
left
runs Gears 5 at above 60 frames. It's a pretty, right now it's kind of a locked 60 frames at low settings. All right, we're going to bring it up to Ultra. We're going to bring it back up to Ultra. Just to see if we can get some frames, like, you know, really stress test the thing. But we have seen if you put that low settings, it actually looks very good when it's in the portable mode. And when it's on a full TV screen and it's, you know, it's locked 60, and I'm pretty sure if you can, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my capture card that's not allowing it to surpass 60. Let's see if maybe it's in here. See, it's 60. We're going to see if we can get, what is this? Frame rate. I wish we could set it for unlimited. There it says maximum frame rate 144. It says maximum frame rate. All right, so it says none. So I guess that means there's no cap. Maybe that's what it means. Oh, that's the maximum there. This is a minimum. Okay. What is this? Cinematics, fill. Okay, so we're going to go back. We're going to see if it actually goes past the 160. And it doesn't. So it's doing some kind of lock, and I have no idea why. But the fact that it's a solid 60 tells us that the system is most likely above that, which when I played it in the portable mode, it was above 60. Okay. This has screen tearing, but it's nothing too it's not too bad. Like if you were sitting like this is a 55-inch TV, you could probably sit about 8 feet back from it, 10 feet at the most. It doesn't look the best, but the game is totally playable. 60 frames seems to be a 60 frames locked. All right. Once again, I'm going to go and I'm going to bring the settings up. I'm going to go into more detail in these videos at some point soon. We're going to see if we can get 4K resolution out of this. Okay. All right. Probably should do 1440p first, but What is 4K again? 30 something. I have no idea. Or 38, 30. Oh, there, 34. No idea. What the hell is 4K again? Does anybody remember those numbers? 3456 by 2160. I mean, that's close to what it is. I think what it is this is like what is the resolution of the Steam Deck? It's like 16 by something. I don't know if it's not 16 by 9. Don't remember. Either way, close enough to 4K. We're going to get out of here and see how it runs. Okay, so at that higher resolution, at low settings, the game runs at 19 frames per second. All right, we're going to get out of that. That's a little too much of a stress test there. Okay. We're going to go back to ultra settings. All right, ultra settings. Where the hell? Okay, all gaming, video. All right, I'm going to go back to... I'm going to set the resolution back. I wish it would do a straight up 1080p. I don't understand why it won't. See, it won't do 1080p. Anyway, I guess I'll leave it right there. 1984 by 1240. Okay, it's a little higher than 1080p. 1920 by, 1080. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to maximum settings. Now it's at low. This isn't the most detailed, but we're doing the performance, full screen performance, okay? We're going to see what it looks like. Right now it's at ultra settings. It's slightly above 1080p. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do native resolution again. Since now we're doing a direct feed video. Okay, I think the Steam Deck does... I think it's like 1280, am I wrong? 1280 by 800. I think that's the Steam Deck native resolution. Okay. Now it's at ultra settings at the Steam Deck's native resolution on the small screen. Okay. What I had to do is before I got into the game, I should have put it native 1080p. I might end up doing that, but as you guys see, it's now 35 frames per second. Okay. Okay, here in this space, it's 35. It's not exactly the cleanest image. We haven't got, this is the first firefight we got into. All right, so it's sub 40, it's sub 40 frames. All right, ultra settings, it can do ultra settings. I showed this earlier. It doesn't look the sharpest. I'm sitting just a couple of feet from it. It doesn't look amazing. But again, on a small screen, this would probably look pretty amazing if you capped it around 30 frames. All right. Sorry about my gameplay. The way I'm playing, it's kind of hard to play it in the way I have to hold the system isn't very comfortable. This is on a base station. I'm holding the thing. All right, one moment. I'm going to go and I'm going to now put on the, what do you call it? The ROG Allies version of this title. All right. 1 second to set this up. All right, people, you're watching Foo Gaming Live. Remember to subscribe. This direct feed of the Xbox Ally and the Valve Steam Deck. I don't know why my music's so damn low. That's annoying. All right, one moment as I set this up. Okay. Okay, gonna plug in my Ally right now. Yep, it's a little bit fucking clunky over here since I can't, my base stations aren't working correctly. So, bear with me. All right, hopefully this works. Okay, I gotta turn on the ally. All right, please work. All right, it might not work. I might have to plug this in differently. I really hope this works. Oh my God. Okay, 1 second, people. Sorry about this. I think I have to sign in my device 1280 whatever. Okay, let's see this. The game's on right now. We're gonna see if it actually shows up in my capture card. I really hope it does. Come on, capture card, please. We're doing a comparison here. Can't do a comparison if you don't show. All right, well, I see it on my screen. Okay, there it is. Great. All right, so this is Gears of War running on this capture card. I'm going to check and see if I can pair this, because guess what? Or I'll have to play this the same way I did the other one. Okay, right off the bat, I'll tell you this. The game looks pretty good. Okay, this is running at 1080p on the Xbox Ally. Okay, it's running at 47 frames. You see it at the top. I'm going to see what the settings are on this.
Pretty evident.
Okay, we're going to check the settings. All right, so this is at ultra settings. All right, it's running at ultra settings. We're going to bring this up to 90. See what that's like. This is unlimited, maximum frame rate. We're going to see if I can bring the resolution up. Okay, it's at 1080. We're going to try, see if it does an even 4K. Hopefully it does, unlike the Steam Deck. All right, so that's 3840 by 2160. That's 4K. We're going to see what that does, what the frame rate's like. Okay, Xbox Ally pushing 4K at ultra settings.
Still intact, right?
Yeah, as far as they can tell. Just get Dave to a functional control room. He'll handle the launch sequence.
I feel like I need to put a couple of adjustments on this, but it is running at 4K at 30 frames. So if you're going to be playing this title on a large screen TV, that's pretty cool. I don't know if this is native 4K or if this is doing some kind of scaling. In 1 second, I can see if I can get native out of this. Okay, this all ultra ambient. See if I can mess with these settings a little bit. Tessellations at ultra. We'll see if we bring that down. I don't think I need tessellation to be that high. We'll turn the tessellation off. Volumetric fog. Screen space reflections. We'll put that at medium. The thing with the with this device, with the ROG Ally, is that they haven't modified these titles in order to kind of be. They haven't optimized them. All right, screen space, global illumination. All right, let's see if we can bring these down a little. If it has ray tracing, that's the big thing that's going to slow down your performance like crazy. The motion blur, sharpen the GPU. What is it? Advanced GPU settings, auto, screen space. Okay. I don't know. I think that's set for quality. Maybe if I set that to off, I don't know what this is going to do. Maybe balance performance. That probably will help. Okay. Anyway, let's see how it's running now. It's at 4K. See what kind of performance we can get out of it. It's still kind of low, but again, this is native of 4K on a handheld device.
Dave, light. Remember, big locust burial site in this island.
Hey, get back!
I'm pretty sure this is variable because right now this has to be variable because this doesn't, even though it's 4K, it doesn't look razor sharp. I don't know how to change the variability of it. It says custom, so we'll go back to ultra high. We'll just go to high, see how that runs. Or actually, we're going to try low because we didn't try low yet. We're going to go back to 1080p, which is higher than the Steam Deck. Oh, shit. Sorry. Oh, it also has vertical sync on it. I should have turned that off. Okay. Now, we're going to 1920 by 1080. And on the Steam Deck, we went slightly higher. Get 1080. Does a straight 1080. High settings. We'll go to low, right? Just like we did on the Steam Deck. Okay. For some reason, this is at 30 frames. I have no idea why it's saying 30 frames.
Quickly. Come on. We
Okay, but unlike the Steam Deck, for some odd reason, this is going over 80, where the Steam Deck was locking at 60. Now it's at 96 frames.
Well, half-baked plans are kind of bare.
Now it's over 100.
Figured out they had a hand in somebody.
114 frames.
Before he died, he let Baird in on a few COG secrets in this island.
One of the things you can get out of this device, get a little more out of it compared to the Steam Deck, is playability for online games. So if you like playing a lot of shooters, this has enough juice in it to allow you to play your online shooters with a lot more frames, actually. Because again, you saw the Steam Deck was doing what... Well, the Steam Deck actually, when it was in the portable mode, was doing pretty decently. Gotta call that out. But this is doing over 100 frames. So for online multiplayer, this would be very good that you're getting, at times, you're getting more than 30 frames more than the Steam Deck. Okay.
Guess who? Dave, send a pulse and let's see what...
92 frames.
How do you want to do this? I'll take care of this.
All right, let's take him out.
For some weird reason, that Steam Deck was like locked at I have no idea. Once again, sorry people that I just turned that off. Gonna plug the Steam Deck back in on that part. I don't understand why this one's getting over 100. The Steam Deck in the portable mode was getting a decent amount of frames. So I'm not understanding what's happening here. That the Steam Deck in portable mode had 80 something, but I mean, it's the same thing, you know, it's just displaying, it's not like it's a home mode. It's just displaying it through the TV. And for some reason, it's not putting out the extra frames. I'm not understanding what's happening here. I'm back on the Steam Deck. This is, I think, at 4K. We're going to go back to low. Okay. All right. Once again, you're watching the Steam Deck. Okay. We're going to go. And we're going to put this back. Okay, actually, I really wish this could just do a straight up 1080p. I don't know what this is doing that it's not doing 1080p. I'm going to see if I can go home on the device and change this, because sometimes when you go home, you can go and change the native resolution of it and make it 1080p. Okay, we're going to go back in here. I know there's a setting around here that lets you adjust get more detail when it comes to changing your resolutions. Nope, that's not it. It's default resolution. We're going to go to 1080p. Let's see if that works. Hopefully when I go back into the game, it'll do like just a regular old 1080p. And there's these weird off resolutions. Again, this is not even doing 1080 right now. We'll see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the game off and turn it back on, because I want to get 1920 by 1080. Is that it? Nope. 1920 by 1080. It just will not do 1080p. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out of this game. I'm going to put it in 1080p and then come back and we're going to test it out. Because that's what we're doing, people. That's what we're doing right now. We're doing live testing on the Real Food TV. It's pretty damn amazing, really is. All right. All right, 1 second. I'm going to get out of the full screen mode on my television just so then I can actually control the show again. All right. Check, check, check. All right. All right, so I'm exiting out of that, quitting to the main menu so now I could start this game at 1080p. I want this to stop playing in these odd, weirdo resolutions. Doing it live, people. I'm doing it live. Okay. Gotta turn the game off and turn it back on. Okay. And put it back up on the screen. All right, hopefully this shit's working. I don't know what the hell it's doing right now. 1 second. Right now what's happening is there's some weird glitch going on. That's what happens, people, when all your shit isn't pre-recorded. All right. Try to do as much of the shows on this channel live as we can. All right. 1 second. Waiting for the Steam Deck to turn back on. I'm going to just unplug it and plug it back in. See if that fixes this issue. Okay, come on, Steam Deck. I'm waiting for the thing to turn back on. It's doing some weird crap. Okay, so I plugged the thing back in. All right, hopefully this is working now. Oh, shit. I don't know what the hell this is doing. Sorry, people, there's some technical weird shit going on here that it's not actually showing up on the damn screen. I don't know what the hell it's doing. One second. Okay, so I see it, but you don't see it. All right, gotta keep trying to get this shit to work. I'm hitting my full screen button, and it does that. It, like, everything freezes instead of showing the fucking game. All right. Isn't this awesome? How's your day going, guys? All right, DJ in the comments says, I'm waiting for the new Xbox, which is meant to be PC quality. I hope, because I'm not buying a PC. Yeah, that's what I heard. What I heard is that this interface that's on the Xbox Ally is actually the same interface that's going to be on the new Xbox. Another thing that they don't talk, that you never see in a lot of these reports, is this port that's on the top of the Xbox Ally. I'm guessing that they're going to be putting this same port on the next Xbox. This port that's on the Xbox Ally allows you to plug in an external GPU. That's one thing that another thing this has that the Steam Deck doesn't have. One of the major things about the Xbox Ally is that it's got a lot of flexibility. It's a full Windows PC, but it's also a gaming console. It's both together. It's very, very flexible. You can do a lot of stuff with it. I haven't loaded any emulators onto it, but I assume it's very easy to do because when there's two OSs in this thing. You press this the Xbox button, you hold it down, you can actually jump back and forth from a Windows OS and then back into the Xbox big screen mode. But one of the things that it does that the Steam Deck doesn't do, well, the Steam Deck does do it, but you have to work to get it to work. On the Xbox, you can download software on the Windows mode of the Xbox Ally, and then that software is added into the big picture mode. It's like seamless. It's just right there, the software, so you can just click on it. All right? All right, guys, sorry. I'm still trying to get this to work. We're going to see if we can get this in full screen over here. You see, I pressed that button. That's actually supposed to show the game on the screen. I have no idea what this is doing. It just keeps showing that. So 1 second. Maybe I pressed one of my weird buttons that's screwed some things up here. Right. I got a lot of different graphics I've set up for this show. Sometimes I press the wrong button and it ends up covering up some of the graphics. Maybe I went into this split mode I have. I have a split mode where it's to do comparisons, but couldn't use it for this show because I would have to set up multiple capture cards, and I just wasn't going to do that at this time of the night. All right, so is this going to work? Hopefully it does. Okay. Right. What the F is happening here? Let's see if my I'm going to see if the retro TV works. Sometimes that has the graphics. So there you go. You see it's on there. It's on there, but it's not in the other one. So a glitch has happened. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to play through here. I'm going to see if I can get it in 1080p. Okay. I'm going to go back over here. You're watching the Steam Deck right now. Okay. And I'll see if I can get the full screen to work. In a moment, manage properties. Okay, it's in 1080p there. We're going to see if it's 1080p when I start the game. Okay, Gears of War 5. I'm going to put it in 1080p and do one more stress test before I get out of here and go to sleep. Okay. Game's going to start. It's going to take a second. Hopefully it does start. I'll tell you, people, look, the Ally has a lot more flexibility. They're going to be working on it more when it comes to the software because it has like some kind of AI systems in it that's like really advanced, supposedly. It's a brand new system, just came out. The Steam Deck's been out for years, so they've ironed out a lot of this stuff. A lot of the games have been optimized for that piece of hardware. But I mean, I don't know. I like the ROG Ally X. But I already own the Steam Deck, and I have a high-end PC. So it's like, for me, it's kind of a head scratcher. It's like, why do I have this other device? And one of the reasons one of the things I really like about the ROG is it's first the ergonomics, the feel of it. It has a very textured frame. It has the triggers are cool, but the triggers are very good on the Steam Deck as well. The vibrations in the ROG are better. The what do you call it? The haptic feedback in it is way better. But one of the biggest things is the performance in the ROG and the performance and the flexibility. All right. The Steam Deck is a very flexible system, but you have to work a lot harder to get there. With the ROG, all the Windows is already in there. So you're getting a full Windows. You're getting Windows, so that's very easy. There's a lot of software that's been created for Windows, so you can run all kinds of stuff on that thing. I'm gonna guess. I haven't done it yet, but I'm pretty sure Photoshop runs on it, and music programs, art programs. Oh, who knows? Maybe even OBS and all that. I'm gonna make a guess. I mean, I think it would obviously run on there because I think that ROG is running on Windows 11, right? So for sure, it runs all that software that's on that system on Windows. All right, so that's very flexible, and that actually has more compatibility with more software than the Steam Deck. The ROG, you know, it's got Windows in it, so it's going to run all the stuff that Windows runs. I was actually running a game called Soldier of Fortune on the ROG earlier today, or actually it was yesterday. And it runs perfect. Where on the Steam Deck, it's a pain in the ass, and I still have yet to get that game to really run well. On the Steam Deck, it worked right. I mean, on the ROG, it worked right away. Right? Give me 1 second. I'm going to check, and I'm going to change some of these settings over here. This is in Ultra settings. Right? We're going to bring this down to low again. Ultra, it's not running too well. Okay, we're going to go back. This is, hopefully it's in 1080p. Nope, it's still not in 1080p. Okay, we're going to see if this actually goes to 1080p. 1920. So this refuses to go to 1080p. I don't understand. That's the wrong aspect ratio? I don't understand what's happening here. Why this does not allow me to do 1080p. 1920 by 1080. It just will not let me do it. And that's irritating because you guys saw that I set it in the settings before I came into the game, and none of that stuff stayed. So there you go. It runs right here, 19, whatever that resolution was. It's saying I have it set for low, and it is running at 38 frames. All right, you see it there. It's not exactly the best, it runs. But it's good enough. I think it's good. And once again, these games, they look like this kind of right now. I'm looking at it on a screen, on a 55-inch TV OLED that's sitting a couple of feet from me. And it doesn't look very good when I'm sitting this close. Like, it almost looks like a Nintendo Wii game. It looks like a very well animated Nintendo Wii game. It's like maybe even in some ways it's like sub Kill Switch for the PS2, right? Doesn't look that great, but when you put this thing in low settings, I don't understand how it's in low settings and it's running this poorly. Yeah, earlier it was running way better. I don't understand. Maybe it's the resolution. Maybe I have to lower the resolution. There's a lot of settings to go through over here. This is at low, and it's running at 30-something frames. Okay. At 1920, we're going to go to the native resolution of the Steam Deck. All right. Last time I'm going to do that in this stream. Okay. 1280, I think that's the resolution of the Steam Deck. And now, this is what you would be getting if it was in the portable mode. Because that would be at a native resolution. I mean, it doesn't look good at all on a full screen TV. All right. Doesn't look very good here, but on a portable device, it looks amazing. All right. You guys see it? I'm going to turn that off and we're going to go back to the ROG. One more time, I'm going to double check that and show you the resolution again. Not the resolution. We're going to go and we're going to show you those lower settings on running on a ROG. Okay. See when this reconnects. Hopefully this isn't an issue. Okay, ROG Ally X. Turn it back on. Okay, there it is. All right, people, give me 1 second. We're just waiting for this thing to turn back on. All right, so I have no idea what this is doing right now. I'm going to unplug it and plug it back in this different port. It's just some glitches that happen with this shit because I'm running this through multiple capture cards. Okay. It turned off, it turned on, and then it turned off. It's really weird. All right, so once again, people, this is direct feed. Direct feed from the Xbox Ally, all right? Just wait 1 second. There it is again. I'm going to see if I can get this to run in full screen. Be awesome if I could. Bring that down. I'm going to hit the full screen button again. I have it set up. Please turn on. And nope, it didn't. So it's doing something weird, and I don't know what. It's kind of irritating me, right? I'm going to go and see if I can try to fix this because I want you to see this in full screen, not on a small picture in a picture. All right. I'm going back to my PC screen so I can see if I can actually fix this issue. Sorry, I got to press this button a couple of times. All right. What the F? We're going to put some music on so we're not too bored. Okay. I'm looking for where the hell I have my full screen. I can go into the studio mode, but I choose not to because I don't know. Anyway, let's see if we can turn this on. Where the F is it? All right, so I actually see it right now, but you can't see it. It's glitching. This is what happens from time to time on this stuff. Okay, the full screen. Yeah, it's just simply glitching. That's all it's doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to copy this screen. Technical stuff, people, technical stuff. I'm going to have to see if I can copy this screen and then place it into the show. It's not activating the screen, right? OBS is annoying. It's a great software, but it does screw up from time to time. Okay, so there you go. You see it now. All right, going to go back to my full screen. gonna have to set up a different TV for this stuff. It's very complicated, people. I have a lot of monitors sitting around me. Okay, here we go. Okay. Look at the comments for a second. Hopefully that works. Right. Oh, actually, it would work if it wasn't covered. Okay. So the phone is covered because I put that new screen in there. Anyway, we're going to give this one last try before we get out of here. Okay. We're going to go to the settings. You see the performance. Okay, I'm going to go down. Video. It's set to low. 1080p. Okay. Says maximum frame rates. We have that set to unlimited. I don't know if the Xbox was set up for that. Field of view is 80. Brightness. I'm gonna go back because I had changed some of the settings. So what I'm gonna do is go and set it to ultra. Now I'm gonna set it back to low just because I think it's gonna default it. 1 second. Maybe I need to go. I don't know what button I'm supposed to press in order to default it. It's an issue. Okay. Oh, their default is X. All right, let's try that out. Okay, there you go. Set to recommended. We're not going to do that. We're going to go to low. There you go. Right? This is a performance you would get out of it in full screen, all right? So it's getting 60 frames, right? Steam Deck was getting what? It was getting 30 frames at low settings. This is very, very playable. This is very playable on a full TV, but one of the issues, it just doesn't look very good. It doesn't look amazing, but it is very playable, and on a portable device, this would look great, and you're getting more performance. All right, I'm going to go back and see if the VSync is on, because it's sticking around 60 frames, which I don't think is normal. It probably would be shooting up. So there might be something that's on, like VSync. See, it's set to 60. Maximum set to 60. We want it to be, well, that's the minimum is 60. So we're going to set the minimum to 60. And the maximum is 144. We're going to lower that. We're going to make that 90. Maybe we'll make it 120. Okay, there you go. Maybe that's going to make the image look a little better. Okay?
Only one left.
That's one thing I didn't do. I didn't know that that's how you set the graphics. Okay, it's still 60, so I don't understand what's happening here. Now it's like locked 60. I don't know. I don't get it. Let me try it again. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Video. Do I have something here set to 60? Okay, the vertical sync is on. We're gonna turn that off. Maybe that's what's keeping this locked. All right, so I'm gonna go down and see why is this getting locked at 60 frames. Select to install. So the ultra textures aren't even installed in here. Okay, 1080p. See if we can get that Steam Deck resolution. Okay, that's slightly lower than the Steam Deck. Okay, there you go. That's a little higher than the Steam Deck, so we'll try that. See what that runs like. So now you see it's at 117 frames. This is a resolution that's actually higher than the resolution of the Steam Deck. And it is running at over 100 frames. So obviously there's a lot of performance there. The fact that it can run at a resolution that's slightly higher than the Steam Deck, but be getting locking for large periods of time at 120 frames. That's a huge performance difference. Huge difference. I mean, it is almost locked at that frame rate. I'm going to change the textures in a second. I'm going to bring the textures up. Okay, we're going to change these textures. Right. Low. We're going to bring those textures up to high. Let's get them on high and see what that's like at this resolution.
Let's just find a silo.
It's at 81 frames. High settings. Okay. Steam Deck couldn't hit these frames with a lower resolution.
Everywhere we go,
With a lower resolution with lower settings. Now it's at high settings and it's hitting over 100 frames. Now we're going to change some of those settings there so we can get a better visual out of this. Change a little bit more. The VSync is off. We're going to go down. We're going to change this up because I think this is tied to the graphics. So we're going to set these both to 60. All right. Hopefully I'm not doing this wrong, but I set those both to 60. So the cap is lower because before it's probably trying to lower all the settings in order to keep it at 90 frames or 100 or whatever. Sorry for my gameplay. I mean, I'm playing this while it's in the base station. All right. So graphics don't look too much better here, but it is locking at 60. All right. We're going to bring it back up again. What I wish I could do is get the graphics to come out really sharp because I feel like these graphics could be a lot higher and this could still run pretty well. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this system is more capable than an Xbox One, and this title ran very well on an Xbox One. Okay, we're going to go up. High settings. Maybe I need to install these ultra textures. Maybe that's the issue. Because the game doesn't look exactly as sharp as it can be. All right. Maximum. We're going to set this up higher. That's the minimum. No minimum. We're just going to set it to 90 frames. Okay. We're going to leave these settings as they are. It's at high. Maybe ultra. Ultra at these. I think we just did ultra a couple minutes ago, but we'll give it one more try. And so it's ultra. 86 frames per second. It's doing pretty good at ultra. With that resolution. Maybe it's the resolution that's like making this look kind of odd. All right.
They're coming out of that nest.
All right. All right, so there you go, people. I'm going to try, maybe I'll try one more game. We'll see this. So I can give you guys an idea of this system. All right. So if I turn this off. It's a little weird to control this while it's, I press X, I think, to close. Okay, there you go. I usually do this through the touch screen, so it's a bit odd doing it this way. Okay, my phone, I think my phone is dead. That's awesome. All right, so. Probably should have plugged it in. That probably would have been a good idea. All right, 1 second. I'm going to plug my phone back in. Let me charge this up a little bit. Okay. Right. See what other game we could play. I got DMC in here. I didn't even know I installed that. Problem is I don't have that installed on my Steam Deck. So we're going to play a little bit of this game, which is something I played earlier. But I do have this title loaded onto my Steam Deck, so we can test it. All right. Single player. We're going to go back to the beginning. Continue, go to new. There you go. See if we bring this audio up. I don't know why there's no audio. Maybe it's a glitch. I have no idea what's happening here. The audio for the game is not running. Okay, so that's awesome. This happened earlier. I don't know what caused it. There's no audio in the game. All right. What the F? I'm going to go to some settings here, see if I can get that up. It looks like the audio's not working. Right? But this is the game Dark Sector. And it's we're going to see if we can get that frame rate higher. See what the max is on this system for the frame rate. All right, come on, let's go. Okay, earlier we played this on the Steam Deck and it was doing, I think, 90 frames. Okay, I want to see where the VSync is one thing that keeps these games from hitting their the high frames. Right now this is doing 60 and I have no idea why. Okay. Yep, no idea how to bring the frame rate up. Sorry about this, people. On this earlier, I had this running at a high frame rate. I don't understand. FX post processing. I'm gonna go to default. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it won't hit 90 frames. I mean, this should be able to run it over 100 on here. Anyway, good enough. What time is it right now, people? It is over after 1 in the morning in New York, and we getting out of here. I want to thank you guys for coming in here today. All right, 1 second. I got to go to my Steam Deck because I got to turn this off. All right. You've been watching a live presentation of Foo Gaming. I was going to say Foo Sports because we're always doing so many sports shows on this channel. All right. You've been watching the Steam Deck versus the Xbox Ally. All right. It's got to turn this thing off. It cannot get got a black screen here. That's not too cool. All right. There it goes. See if that worked. Nope, it didn't work. Anyway, see you guys later. Have a good night.
Reign supreme in your UNIVERSE with the sharpness. Narrow road building, no space for partners, no space for drivers, no space for walkers, no space regardless. You're on a path and get off it. Hard-headed and unresponsive. Did they lives put on target? Well,